Okay, we're going to do this little pleated skirt to fit the Cabbage Patch 20-inch doll. And I've already started one part of it. And it's pretty simple because it's just about 5 rows total. And you're going to do it over and over and over. So we're going to, right here would be the starting point. You would chain 23 stitches, and then take in your first double crochet. You're going to put it in the 4th chain from the hook, and you'll double crochet the row, and that'll give you 21 stitches when you're done. And then you will do that first, and then once you do that, come back, just do the chain and the double crochet, come back, and this is the starting point, like where you'll be. And when you come back, then we'll show you what to do next. Okay, if you got your chain row and your double crochet row, then this is what you're going to do next. You're going to chain 3. You'll turn, and you're going to double crochet, not in the chain hook, the next one. It's not this one, but it's the next one over. And you're going to go into the both loops. Okay, and you're going to do this all the way down the row. There's a couple of rows here we do back loops, and then there's the rest of the rows we do in the both loops. So that'll be marked. Just keep on going down to the end, and once you're done, chain 3, and we'll be back. We're at the end of the double crochet. I wanted to show you, don't forget this chain here. You need to put a double crochet in there. So you go in here, and in that top of that chain, you need to put your double crochet. Now, once you do that, you're going to have this loop. You're going to take off your hook, and you are going to put a stitch marker in it. You want to hold that stitch open. Now you're going to attach your color. You're going to count down 3 stitches. So this is the 1 stitch, 2, 3. In the back loop, right there, the back loop, you're going to put your hook in. You're going to grab a color, and you're going to pull it through, and you're going to slip stitch. You're going in the same stitch, pull it through, slip stitch. So let me get my thing here. I'm going to slip it, slip stitch, okay, and then the next back loop, you're going to also put a slip stitch in there, like that. Okay. Then after you do that, you're going to take in the back loops, you are going to put down 5 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, pull my thread up, 4, 5. Okay, now that's 5 single crochets. Then you are going to yarn over, go in the back loop, and do a half double crochet 5 times. So that's once, here's 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times. All right, now you should have 7 stitches on here. You're going to double crochet. So you go through 2, pull through 2. That's once, pull through 2, pull through 2. That's 2 times. 3 times. 4 times. 5, 6, and on that chain, you're going to do it. Top of the chain, get down in there, 7. Back loops only. Okay, so doing that, it makes it look like it's set down in there in the back loops, and you're going up. You're doing a kind of a slant there. So that is row 3. Your chain, and then your first row of double crochets, 1 row, 2 rows of double crochet. Third row is your first color on, and then on the 4th row, you got the color on. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. You're going to reverse what you were doing, and you're going to do it in the both loops. So you're going to double crochet 6 times, but this counts as 1, so that'll be 7 total. So you're going to go in here and do those 6 double crochets. Six total. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we need to do it 2 more times. We need 7 on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you're going to do 5 half double crochets. 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we're going to single crochet. Now, okay, so that's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you're going to slip stitch into this second. Here was your double slip stitch, then your slip stitch. You're going to slip stitch into this right here. You kind of got to find it on the back. You got kind of a little V there, so you're going to get down and get that stitch. You're going to slip stitch and that's your first color on. Let's just see how that's starting to look. So this is very simple to do. We're going to keep doing this, and I'm going to come back in a minute and show you how to bring this back down around it for that, like this part here. And then we're just going to keep doing this, or kind of a repeat pattern of all the colors. All right, so we've come to the end of the yellow, and we are going to pick up this stitch, the one that we had the marker in. Pick up our main color again. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Turn. You're going to double crochet in the next stitch, and this is going to be in the back loops. only. Okay, so then we're also going to double crochet into this. This is the slip stitch. That's the very first one that we put in. We're going to get into there and double crochet. This is a little bit harder to kind of pull it through. Good. Let me do it again. So you can double crochet into this, pull it through. Okay. Now this stitch that was left, we're going to go into this double crochet. We're going into this stitch, pull it down tight, and we're going to double crochet into this. Okay, like that, and then pull this kind of tight, and that joins it together like that. And then you're going to continue to double crochet in the back loops. Let's see, next stitch over. Okay, well, all right. I will get it. There we go. Okay, double crochet. You're going to go all the way down to the bottom, chain 3, turn, and we'll come back. So this is how it hooks together. And once you get down the bottom, we'll come back and do the next row. Okay, we've come to the end of this blue, and now you're going to chain 3, and you're going to double crochet in the next stitch and in both loops. You're going to do that till the end of the row. Just double crochet all the way down. And that's pretty much the pattern. It's pretty simple. It's not something that, it's just a repeat over and over of each color. So the rows, like this is row 1 and 2. When you hook the color row, the first color row, you're going to do it in the back loops, so it makes the ridge. And then you'll do both loops. And then when you hook or you bring the blue back down, you do it in the back loops. These are the only two right here. These are the only 2 rows that you back loop. Everything else is in both loops. So just remember 3 and 5. 3 and 5 is back loop. So we'll finish this, come back, and start on the next color. We're down at the end, and I just want to make sure that you remember this is a chain. It needs to be, you have to be putting in a double crochet into that one. Just don't forget that one there. Double crochet. And then you're going to take this off when you come up this second one. You're always going to add your stitch marker and hold the stitch like that. Turn around. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut off this yellow, okay? And I'm also going to take it and pull it through the back to the back. So just stick my needle up there, pull it through. And they'll all be weaved in. Okay, so that's how it's looking now. And we're here. We're going to get the next color. Count down 3 stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3 back loops. Back loops when you hook a color on. All right, so we're going to hook this color on. We're going to slip stitch that in. Pull it tight. If I can find the ending, pull it. Okay, pull it tight there. I'm going to slip stitch back into the same stitch. Going to slip stitch again. Pull it through. Oops, I didn't get everything. Sometimes this yarn does split. Okay, and pull this tight. Okay, slip stitch into the next back loop. So going in this one right here. Slip stitch. And then you're going to start single crochet 5 stitches. Going to repeat the same thing we were doing. So single crochet 5 stitches. Do half double crochets the next 5 stitches. And the last 7 stitches are double crochets. So we've got the slip stitch and the first one and the second one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet in the 5th one. Now half double crochets. 5 of these. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You'll have 7 on here. Always count. Make sure you keep 21 stitches. So you're going to double crochet 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have 7. Make sure I got that. Probably miscounted. Make sure you always get in this last one here. Just the chain. Okay. Well, I'll go back and chain, but it's 2 slip stitches, then a slip stitch, then 5 single crochets, 5 half double crochets, 7 double crochets. I'm going to get done with that. We'll chain 3 and turn around. Okay, we're going up the second time and we reverse what we just did. So you will chain 3, turn, all right, double crochet in the next stitch, and this is going in both loops. So I'm going to double crochet. Now this counts as 2. Chain counts as 1, then 2. So we're going to do this a total of 7 times. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 more, 7. Okay, now we're going to do 5 half double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And slip stitch into that next stitch that's a slip stitch. So we'll just slip stitch and pull that up like that. I'll take this off. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn. This is going to go in the back loops. So yarn over, back loops, double crochet. Yarn over. You're going in that kind of, there's a V like there, or up through there. You're going to catch that, double crochet. Okay, now kind of pull this down here, do a stitch. You're going to go in that stitch, pull it tight, yarn over, go through. This yarn's, or this stitch is kind of hard to get through, this one. Okay, and then go through the 2 and pull this tight. All right, and that's how to hook it to start all over again. Double crochet, I'm sorry, yeah, it's double crochet all the way down, double crochet all the way down in the back loops. So we're just going to keep doing this till we're done to the bottom. Then you'll chain 3. When you get this done, you'll chain 3, turn, and then do another row of double crochets all the way up. Always make sure you get this chain. So that way we'll have done this, this, and this. This is a well, this is a section right here. Up to the orange is a section. And this is the next one. We're going to finish this and then put our orange on. But the instructions are all the same. So the instructions are here. You can stop the video and run back and do each color, whatever you, however. And I'll put up here how many sections we do. I'm thinking we're going to do 4. And that would be, I guess, part of this blue. So it'd be this section, and then this will be our second section. But the instructions will be up here, and the amounts of rows will be up there. So when you get this done, and just keep on going back and forth until you get the amount of rows or amount of sections that we need, and then we'll be back. Okay, so we've done 4 sets of these, as you can see. To the orange, that's 1, 2, well, I guess to the blue, 3 and 4. We got to the end, we did also the 2 blues. So now we're going to do a waistband that we're going to attach. So right now, just take and chain 5 chains, and then in the second chain for the hook, single crochet. Right? And just do that all the way across. You'll have 4 stitches left. Then you're going to chain 1, and get to the end. You'll chain 1, turn, single crochet. This will make a ribbing. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to chain 1, turn, and you're going to single crochet in the back loops only. That way it'll make a ribbing pattern. So keep doing that. and I'll put the amount of rows up here so you'll know how many rows to do. And when you get those amount of rows done, we'll be back. Okay, we did the ribbing, and we did 54 rows. So I've stretched this out over this skirt, and I put some markers in. You can use pins, whatever you want. So what did I do? I just laid the sides like this together, pinned it, and I had to stretch this band a little bit to fit around it, but so far this has been done, so you can see how it's looking with it done. So now I'm going to finish this part, and all I'm doing is just sewing it together. And I'm taking very little stitches so it gets real close together. So it's a strong get all this stuff out of the way. So it's a strong thing. All these ties you'll weave in. So just keep making sure this fits. Just keep kind of stretching it as you need. You can feel it as you need. So all you can do is that, and then when you're done putting it together, we're going to sew up the back seam, and we'll come back and do that and show you when it's done. Okay, so we finished the putting on the waistband, and now we have come up to the back, and we've been slip stitching this together. So I didn't do the I started at the waist, not at the at the skirt. I didn't touch, I left this open, in other words. So we're just slip stitching right now. I'm almost at the end of it. So I'm just going in each stitch there, coming out and pulling through. Just going in and pulling out, and that way it will be finished. Just got to find those areas. Okay, so finish that. You're going to tie all your ends in. Turn it back this way. And there's your skirt. Now on this back I'm going to put a button, and that'll make it easier to put on if you have a button at the waist so it opens a little bit. So that's it, it's done, and we're going to make a top to go with it, and we'll link that video to the top. And if you like this video, just click and subscribe to us so that we can bring more videos. And thank you for watching.